I don't want to say something that isn't true, so we may have to take that part out of the video. Coach Greg, and was I wrong about Kali Muscle? Okay, I recently did a natty or not on Kali Muscle where I said, we're gonna get into, is he natty? Is it possible he's natty? He says he's natty. I don't want to say something that isn't true, so we may have to take that part out of the video. Well, truth be told, a video came out after I recorded the video where he in fact suggested or insinuated that he wasn't natural. So, the video's called Kali Muscle on Fatherhood is an Obligation. Nick Kumalassos. Well, I'm not really sure if fatherhood is an obligation. I don't know if you have to be a dad. I mean, I'm not a dad. I don't have any kids. I don't know you have to be a father if you don't want to have kids. If you have a kid, then of course you have to be a dad. But if you don't have one, well, you don't really need to be one. And maybe some people are better off not being parents in the first place. But let's watch this video and let's see what he says.
I started competing in bodybuilding thinking there was a lot of money to be made. And once I spent $250,000, did my taxes, the tax person said, oh, that's $250,000 going for nothing.
So Kali Muscle did several bodybuilding competitions and he was quite successful and he was a good actor, had a lot of muscle, and he had the potential to be a pro. So hey, to be a pro, you got to take this, that, and this, and that, and this, and then more of that, and then some more of this, and then probably go back to that while taking this. And he's like, I'm 40, I want to live. Other bodybuilders, they've been dying off. People were getting heart attacks and dropping like flies. I don't want to be a part of that life.
And once I spent $250,000, did my taxes, the tax person said, oh, that's $250,000 going for nothing. I'm like, what? This don't make no sense as a businessman. And I'm ruining my health? Like, it didn't make sense.
Does bodybuilding make you money? Well, I haven't won any money being a bodybuilder. Not once have I ever won any money being a bodybuilder. So clearly bodybuilding doesn't pay the bills. Making YouTube videos, an actor, being successful in that, right? That makes money. So if he's a smart guy, he's going to be like, why would I take a bunch of stuff to impress other men? He's saying mostly it's men that are impressed by this. And he's in fact correct. It is, in fact, mostly men that are impressed by the huge, massive muscles. A lot of guys think, oh, if I get a good body, if I get all the muscles, all the girls are going to comment, they're going to come flocking. Nope, mostly men. Now, it doesn't matter if you're into men, women, or a circle. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But really, think about it. Why are you trying to get the most massive muscles in the world to impress other men? That's what he's saying. It's to impress other men. I mean, at least it should be to impress yourself, to impress other people. Well, does that make a lot of sense? Do it for you. Do what makes you happy. But keep in mind, if you abuse PDs, you are going to shorten your life for sure.
At that point, I'm like, what is life without kids? You know, you see these bodybuilders, but no kids? When you die, you dead.
So, Kali Muscle 2020, when you die, you dead. And I mean, that makes a lot of sense. It sounds like the kind of thing I would say, to be honest. So he's like, I really think that I want to have a legacy. I want to have something of me passed on because when I'm dead, I'm dead.
Don't nobody hardly think about Rich no more, Dallas, McGraw, all these guys. You don't have no kids mentioning it. And so for me, I felt that if I had kids, even if I pass on, I'll live through them.
So think of the words of advice that Kali Muscle here. And this is why I think Kali's just a good actor. I don't think he actually meant all those horrible things he was saying. I don't think it. I think he's just acting and trying to play a role, play the villain, and to be successful, to make more money. After all, he is a businessman. He is saying it right here, and you can tell he is one.
So I don't never want to die. And so what happened to me, this is the first people go hear this story.
The first time, now remember, I recorded the video I did on Kali Muscle in October.
So it happened to me because of bodybuilding and taking all that stuff.
I don't think he's referring to over-the-counter supplements. He's likely not referring to wearing tight underwear. He's probably talking about stuff. You know, stuff. stuff that a lot of bodybuilders take that people, they think it's not so good, that maybe, and young people shouldn't take it, stuff. He's not going to say this, 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 and this, and this because he's not a moron. He's not an idiot. He's not going to be like, oh, I just did this and admit to that. And no. He took stuff, bodybuilding stuff, and it affected him in a negative way. Depression, couldn't have kids. It was bad. Okay? So listen to Kali saying, he's warning you here.
Man, so I went to the, fertility specialist, and they told me what I had to do to get my sperm back up.
So he did everything in his power so that he could get his sperm count back so that he could have kids. Because he really wanted it now. He's older in life, he's matured, and he wanted to have children to leave as a legacy. So he's like, look, it's easy to tell kids the right thing now because you got social media, you got Google.
You want to use drugs? Look at them. You know what I mean? Like, you can show examples.
You want to use drugs? Type that in. Look at the bad things that happen. So Kali's not only warning the people of dangers of using PEDs, he's also saying, like, don't do this. Research that. And tell people there's other ways. So he's saying, I don't need to divulge all this information to strangers out there.
The information like me and you know. Like, people, we don't have to give everything to the people for them to twist it whichever way.
But I'm telling it all to my kids because they're the people that are important to me. The people out there, they twist things around. You say one thing and they twist it around. Something's posted on social media or in a forum and it's twisted around and said this, and then by the end of it, phone tag, twisted, jobbled up, and switched around, and it makes no sense by the end of it. So here's my one question to Kali. Why was he so upset when I made a natty or not and said, I don't think he's natural, when he in fact already admits that he's not natural? So if Kali says, I'm 5'9", and I make a video saying Kali's 5'9", why would he make a response video saying, why did you say I was 5'9"? Does that make sense? I mean, that's literally my one question. Why does he care what I said when he's not trying to hide anything, when he's open about it, when he's being candid, when he's going to tell where he's writing a book? When I point out what essentially is the obvious and compliment him in so many ways, I said the same things he was talking about here, about being an actor and good and gifted genetics and looking amazing and being a leader. Why is he so upset about me saying not natty? Ended it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IB Pro. Blooping up 2 videos. And until next time, believe me or not, I am out. Be candid. The word was candid that they said. He's going to be candid, so he's going to be candid, not candy.